Hey, it's a preacher. I'm down here on the slough today, and I'm going to put up a camera, and I want to try to catch some critters crossing the creek, whether they be coyotes or coons or bobcat, deer, rhinoceros, hippo, unicorn, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, chupacabra, yeti, abominable snowman, UFOs, anything. I just want some creek footage. This is kind of just a little ditch that runs back and kind of drains the bottoms. A flood irrigation ditch, if you will. And I found a little shallow spot where I think a lot of the small game are crossing, whether they be cats or coyotes or coons. And there's also a little log jam here. I'm sure some are crossing on it. So let me show you the setup. I'll show you where I want to put the camera, and I'll just kind of give you a rundown. Now there's a big log jam. This tree here is in the middle of the stream, and it's got roots, and it's alive. It goes up there a pretty good ways. But that big trunk is what has caught hold of these logs that are across here and all this brush. And so it's nothing for a coon to hop on right there where my shadow is, follow that log out, get on the other log, jump over there, and he's on dry ground, never got his feet wet. Possum, same way. Cats don't like to get wet. But most of your other animals who are not equipped to climb trees are going to be crossing right here. Because if you can see that little dark spot in the shadows there, that is a shoal, and that's just about 2 inches deep. The only problem is I'm wearing a set of hikers today. I didn't want to get down in it. I thought I could find a tree on my side. But look at what I've got. I just got a brush pile here with a bunch of vines on it. Nothing big enough to attach a camera to. Same there. Next nearest tree's there. Yeah, I'm not a coon. I'm not getting on that log. But if you look on the other side of the creek, bam, there's one, bam, there's two, bam, there's three. And they're all just right there perfect. Problem is, I'm not on that side. So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my pants up, I'm going to wade across the creek, I'm going to put the camera on the other side, face it back this way, and we'll leave it. I want to get it up high enough if we get like 2 or 3 inches of rain, it ain't going to go underwater, because where I'm currently standing at, from time to time goes underwater. Time to time, all the time goes underwater. So, also, I don't know how well you can see it, but that's a pretty good trail that's running up that hill right there. And there's another pretty good trail cutting up that way. So, it's kind of a funnel. It's kind of a natural funnel here. There's woods on the other side of this creek from where I'm at that way. Back this way, the cropland is all just flat and wide open. So this is a prime spot for animals to cross. I just need to go back and grab the camera, grab the loppers, grab the lock, make sure I got everything, come down here and wade the creek and put it up. So let's get that going. Let me give you a look at these pretty bottoms I'm working with. These are all hardwoods through here, pecans, several different kinds of oaks, and lots of big mature trees, some of them dead. That's a big old sweet gum right there. And as you can see, the water's gotten up a couple of feet and washed all the leaf cover out of here. And you can see down through these for quite a ways. This is a low spot, but the ducks like it. I'm hoping to catch a bunch of wood ducks coming up and down this creek. I've jumped several sets walking around in here, and a few mallards get up in here, mainly for the acorns and the pecans. But if I was wanting to catch deer on video, I'd put my camera here on the edge of this, because most of the deer are not crossing, they're just going down the edge of it, browsing on the edge of this thick field right here, A lot of honeysuckle in here. You can see where they've nipped it back pretty good. And the deer are staying on the edge, but I'm wanting to catch what's going across. So I want a water shot. But if you can see here, I'm on quite a deer trail. You can see several tracks right through there. This trail merges with another one. That's an old one right there. And I guarantee you, Grandma Coon lives right there in that hole. See that hole right there? I guarantee you, Grandma Coon and everybody else in the family. There's another big hole right up there at the joint of that log. I don't know how well you can see it on there. You could probably set you a handful of dog-proof traps right down here and probably clean house on coons right at the base of that big sweet gum tree. There we have it. I scooted it over to a different tree, as you can see. The main reason I did that is because I was too close to the crossing right here. I couldn't get anything up here on the bank where I was standing. I couldn't get anything on the other bank. And so my plan was to back it off. And I got it a little further because the crossing, as you can see, you see where I walk across, that's the shallow spot. So by moving it back that way, I should get more of it in there. Looking forward to see what we get. I'll come back probably, today's Monday. I'll probably come back on Friday if this ain't flooded. I know it shouldn't be. They're calling for 1/4 inch tomorrow. So I'll be back on Friday. We'll pull the card, take a look at it, see if we want to leave it here. Well, we've had quite the little flood since we was here last. I'm just hoping I can get across the creek. I dressed a little better, a little more appropriate for the times. And I'd like to get across without getting my boots wet on the inside. Let's ease over here and see what it looks like. Well, there's a log. That looks like crossable. It's still rippling. My camera's still on the tree. A lot of coon tracks. A lot of coon tracks hitting that log right there, crossing over. Looky there. I'm dressed for the occasion. When I wade across this shoal, I'm always looking for an arrowhead. See those rocks in there? Like that one right there, that could be arrowhead. Nope. Here's a good thing about these Browning Strike Force cameras. The Explorer has a, so you can see me right here, I'm waving at you holding the camera up there. This way you can set it exactly where you want it. Now let's back up. There's me looking for arrowheads. Get you up here maybe. I'll show you all that when we get home, but I know I've got some stuff on here I want to take out. So I'm going to swap cards and we'll leave it set. We've got some pretty good crossing going on. So I'm going to leave it set just as is. We'll swap cards and get out of here. See the beauty of that Strike Force Explorer camera. Not only does it take great pictures with great sound, but by having the viewfinder on there, I can tell if the videos I'm getting are in frame, if it's a limb triggering it, if I need to adjust the camera or leave it longer. See, as whereas before, I would have to take that card out, take it home, plug it into the computer, watch it, and say, okay, next time I go back, I need to shift it down or up or whatever. But now I can know that I have it positioned properly and that it's working the way I want it. We've had rain, more rain. The sun shined yesterday for about an hour and a half before dark. It shined about 10 minutes this morning. We're back in fog. It's been that way since Monday. Monday was the last sunny day. That was the day I put the camera out. It's just drizzled rain ever since. So by having a viewfinder, that saves me a lot of time, a lot of adjustment, and ensures that I get the right picture. So I'm gonna hop on the four-wheeler and head home, and I'll start dubbing in what crossed that creek over the last 4 days. Boy, it's old foggy mornings like this in overgrown fields. That'll make you want a deer hunt or rabbit hunt or some kind of hunt. I love an overgrown field. I guess it's good for everything but squirrel hunting. When I wade across this shoal,